Hello, it's me, Josh, Joshua Hunter. Josh Hunter. It's Josh Hunter here on the planet Earth. It's been a pretty good day, very bright day. I was thinking, because I don't know why it bothers me. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's just like I'm so used to. I mean, when I'm in a comfortable state, I'm so used to people who are so familiar with my personality that there's no one is ever getting offended, but just I don't know, I feel like I've been oblivious to how other people feel, just with regards to my speech, my accents, which sometimes come up. I also, because like when I'm very comfortable, I may end up sounding different. That's what I'm saying, because right now I sound like this, but like when I feel like like very comfortable, I call it my affluent accent. I sound like, because there are some YouTube videos of me before this channel. I mean, I was on, I don't want to bring it up quite yet because I don't know if I sound different in those videos. There's only like 4 or 5 videos. Let's say 5 videos. No, let's say 4. There were 5. 4? 5. There are several videos, less than 10, that I was in, and in those videos I sound different. But that's before I'd been, fucking miserable as shit. I mean, I'm not miserable, but I mean that's before I had contacted so much misery, and so I sound a little different. So, but if things change again, I'll probably sound even different, more different. So I'm just, anyway. But anyway, I feel like I may have been, because so what I'm going to do now to kind of help, I'm going to describe the room that I grew up in as a young boy, and eventually a young man. It's, like I said, I love that house, not particularly because of anything that happened. I just loved its location, I guess. It was a good location. Like, I mean, that's why I said, I don't know if this is the wisest thing that I can do, like a thing that would be a part of wisdom, maturity even. But when I think about things that I want, it's to live in that house again. Like, I love that house. But not because of any particular memory, I just love the house. It was a townhouse in Monrovia, on the street Colorado, right near the last street. Oh wait, hang on, because people live there. I don't want to. Well, there's a lot of fucking houses on that street. It could be anything. But if people do research, then it's like, oh, we'll find out. We'll ask this person, and then that whoever's living in that house is probably hounded or haunted. No, that's. I don't want to say haunted. Hounded. Who would hound it? I've got 3 subscribers. It doesn't matter. Like, what's... yeah, I keep thinking that things are happening that aren't happening. Well, I mean, I guess I'm so excited to be able to hear myself speak. I mean, the sound of my own voice. Anyway, so I'm going to describe some of the things that happened in this house that I lived in. I can still say the city. Yeah, Monrovia. I'm from Monrovia. I lived in Pasadena. I also lived in Monrovia. And it was a nice house. I was on Colorado. So all you fucking people living on Colorado who I'm sure haven't forgotten me, now you're being acknowledged. Alright? So, it was right next to this park. It was called Recreation Park. Great park. That was the name of the park. Like, it's like the park. The name of the park was what you do in the park. What do you do in this park? It's a recreation park. It's a recreational park. Like, just in case you were wondering what's supposed to be going on. But yeah, it was a good house. And if I get even braver, I might even say the address. But I mean, people live there, so I'm wondering, like, what's my responsibility to them? What's my responsibility to the people who live in that house now? Like, if I say, like, the exact address of the house that I used to live in, what could they sue me? Like, for what? What are they going to sue me for? Maybe they can't sue me anything. They can't sue me for anything now. But, oh, that's right, I am going to become a very popular and famous YouTuber. So I figure I mean, I better start, hedging my bets. Is the phrase that comes to mind. Okay. Anyway, I lived upstairs. It was a two-story townhouse, and carpeted floors, two bathrooms. There's a shower, but it was like a. See, I. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So the two rooms upstairs were connected by a bathroom in between them. But the bathroom, so you could get into the bathroom. Oh shit! There we go. You fucking wanted hyenas, now you fucking got hyenas. I don't know. All right, my senses tell me that quote isn't is like I'm not reading the room correctly. But like I said, I don't get the sense that even one person cares about me, so I don't feel any responsibility to anyone. If I had even the slightest sense that even one person cared about me, I'm not saying that people should. I'm not saying, oh, why don't people care about me? Homeless. No, I don't give a fuck. I made my cardboard box, and now I'm sleeping on it. So, like, I'm not, but I'm saying, like, why, like I said, I'm not polite because I want people to like me. I'm polite because I like being polite. It makes me feel good to have manners. Like, I like it. But, I'm not, I don't feel like I owe anybody anything. And especially since no one actually cares about me. Like, what the fuck do I care about? Like, if they're gonna, like, if people get offended, that's not my problem. Each human being is responsible for their own emotions. Am I responsible for your emotions? No, you are. Okay? Anyway, all right. So anyway, so the two bathrooms upstairs were connected by a bathroom in between, which had a shower. The downstairs bathroom did not have a shower, but that was a good bathroom. But I mean, you had to stare at yourself in the mirror whenever you had to drop a deuce. Like the toilet was always facing a mirror, and so you always had to stare at yourself whenever you're dropping a deuce. So I guess, is this a deuce? I don't. It's not a deuce to me anyway. Maybe a deucey. It's really quiet because there was a bunch of people here earlier, but now it's like when the sun goes down, everyone for some reason remembers the coronavirus. I don't know why. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I kind of like this tone too. I think I like it a lot. What if I talk like this all the time? So anyway. So the downstairs bathroom is, the downstairs bathroom is, it was a smaller bathroom. I mean, there's no shower or anything, but it was very nice. And it was right next to a closet too. That was a really good closet. I had this. I'm not sure if you remember in X-Men. There's this character. His name is Omega Red. He's he's Wolverine's villain or Wolverine's arch enemy or something. And, anyway, I had a toy, and I really liked that Omega Red toy. And anyway, I put it in this closet, and then I never found it again. It's like I don't know what happened. Sometimes there are things in this house I couldn't find. I lost two toys in this house, and I don't know where they went. They just disappeared. And one was this Omega Red toy, which I liked, and then another one was a Stretch Armstrong doll. I don't know if they still make those. He's like a stretchy guy or whatever. And that toy just disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. But I think I do now. Let's see. Okay. There was this game I used to play. It was called Match It, and on the title on the box it said Match It, a Jewish game of memory. That's what it said. That was the title of the game or whatever. And you had to match. It was like a standard matching game. And so you had to you'd have a bunch of pictures of things in a box, and then you'd flip one over and try to match it to another one, or flip another one, get the same one. And I don't remember the rules of the game, but I remember the title of it. But they were all pictures about Jewish culture. And so whenever I think about Judaism, I think about like the comforts that I enjoyed in my childhood. So like Match It was such a pleasant game. No one ever tried to. I never felt like extreme competitiveness during the game of Match It. And so when I see those pictures, I associate that with comfort, familiarity, pleasantness. Um, but let's see. I was just going to describe the room, but maybe I'll describe the whole house. It was a nice house. Fuck, I love that house. And then we got kicked out because like apparently we were being too loud. But you can't kick someone out for being loud. We were paying rent on time. We weren't damaging anybody's property, but we were just being loud. And so, but the land or the landlord or whoever, like she knew that we didn't know anything. That we were just a bunch of dumb kids. And she's like, all right, well, look, we'll put an eviction notice on their door and see if they know anything. And if they don't, then fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. So I'm gonna keep talking like this. This is kind of, I don't know, it sounds a little different from when I was, anyway. So it was a garage too, and for the first, for the first 8 years maybe that I lived in this house, the garage had a very distinct sound. It was like a rusting, like a something like that. And I never was annoyed by it, but I liked the sound of that garage door. I mean, now it's nostalgic, but then we got a replacement. We got a new door, and it didn't make any sound. It was noiseless, silent. And garage was nice. We had a little patio too, which was connected to all the other patios. There was a fence around it, but then like a tree fell down and knocked down all the fences, and so then it all just became like an open thing. Oh no! All right. What are you doing over there? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? That's right. Yeah, you do that. That's right. Okay. Anyway. Oh fuck! All right. Come on. All right. Fuck. All right. Oh yeah. So we were the front house of the townhouse. There were like 3 houses like behind us, but our house, or I'll say my house, was in the front. My house. My house was in the front, and then there was a lawn, but I never, people mowed it. I didn't mow it. And then in the front, I planted this plant. I got it at a bug fair, like an insect fair. I used to like insects a lot, or bugs. I used to like bugs a lot. And this plant was supposed to attract butterflies. Like, that's the whole point. He said, you get this plant and it'll attract butterflies. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then, and then I planted it in front, and it grew and it grew, and it wasn't supposed to be a tree, but somehow it became a tree. The gardeners never they didn't take care of that, but I guess they don't care about it. See, that's my slightly affluent. I'm not sure if you just noticed. I do have an affluent accent sometimes. It's a little less rough, but anyway. I don't mean. Anyway, yeah. So the living room was also very nice. It kind of wrapped around. It was like a big the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. It was all like one big. I think most houses are like that, but it was like one big U or something. And fuck. 40 seconds. It was very nice. I liked my sink that I washed dishes in. I didn't like using the dishwasher. I always like to wash dishes by hand. It just felt better, like stronger, very strong. The oven was it was a good oven, gas oven. Dining room was nice. I had this green chair. It was like a leather type, like with an ottoman or something. It was, Ottoman, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, that was nice. All my couches were great couches. All right. Well, thanks for participating.